Okay, we're continuing on with appendicular skeleton. All right, now we're going to go over the humerus, which is the upper arm bone. Okay, so we are looking at the anterior or front surface of the humerus. Now, here we can see the head or the ball of the humerus. Now, the head always faces medial. So I know that this whole side of the bone now is medial, and everything opposite it is going to be lateral. All right. Now, if we take that head facing medially, go all the way down to the distal end, we see the medial epicondyle right here on the side. Then we go to the opposite side, and we can find the lateral epicondyle. And remember, if you're trying to figure out medial and lateral, go to that head. The head will tell you every time. So we've got lateral epicondyle, medial epicondyle. All right, well, while we're down here at the distal end, and remember, distal means further from the point of origin. So in our instance, that means further from the shoulder. Okay, so we have three structures we're going to identify now. All right, this is the trochlea, and think sharp like a T trochlea. Then we have the coronoid fossa. Remember, fossa is like a little groove. Then we have the capitulum, and think smooth like a C, capitulum. All right, so let's go over those again. Trochlea, sharp like a T, coronoid fossa, and capitulum. And remember, all these are found on the anterior surface of the distal end of the bone. All right, so while we're on the anterior surface, let's move up to the proximal end. All right, about halfway down, we can see this ridge. This ridge is the deltoid tuberosity. Now, we want to try to avoid that when giving flu shots. We wouldn't want the needle snap off there. It's very easy even to feel on ourselves. All right, so let's keep going. Proximal. And we see two knots right here. This one is the greater tubercle, and this one is the lesser tubercle. Greater and lesser do not mean anything about size. It's height. Greater is higher than the lesser. That's how we tell. So this one's higher up, so this is the greater tubercle. This one's lower, so lower, lesser tubercle. Now let's switch over and look at the posterior side of the bone. And we can go all the way down to the distal end again. And you can see a very large fossa. This is the ocrine fossa. Like, oh my God, that's a big hole. Oh, ocrine. Okay, the ocrine fossa is going to face posteriorly. All right, so now let's figure out if this bone is from our right or left arm. All right, so we know that the head has to face medially. Okay, but we can make it face medially this way or this way. So there needs to be something else that we're looking at distally. Okay, so what you want to look at are those fossas. If the head is facing medially and the coronoid fossa, which is the smaller one, is facing anteriorly, I'm looking at my left humerus. Now, another way to remember this is head facing medially. The, oh my gosh, that's a big hole, ocrine is going to face posterior. So now I know my ocrine fossa, oh my God, that big hole, that's facing back. My head is facing medially. I have a left humerus. Now let's put down and let's get a right humerus, and we can see those same things again. So we've got our medial head, and there's my, oh my gosh, ocrine fossa. So he's facing back. There's my medial head, and now I have a right and a left humerus.